Hello everybody, welcome to Tokyo. This is the Kyobashi Post Office. I'm in here to talk with the staff about the price increase that happened recently. They announced it and it's going to be taking effect on October 1st. 84 yen right now for a letter that's 25 grams. 84 yen is like the basic stamp here in Japan. They're also the most beautiful stamps too, so I usually like to send those in there because they have new varieties every month. Rounded it to 30% from 84 to 110 yen. Here's the stamp right there. And for postcards, they're raising that from 64 yen to 85 yen right there. These are just placeholder stamps. They're going to have more varieties of that, but you could actually get these at the post office right now. Yeah, this is an indicator of the inflation that's going on in Japan right now, and it's not that great. There's still a lag? Really? Good, my goodness. So I'm right now in Kyobashi, between buildings. Tsukiji Market is just down the road. Maybe it's just a bunch of people at Tsukiji Market right now. But yeah, this is as central as you can get inside of Tokyo, not that far away from Tokyo Station. I like to come to this post office too sometimes. It's in Shioku, which is my my home city. There's 23 wards, which are considered cities inside of Tokyo, which is a metropolitan area, like a state. So my city is Chuo, actually, when people send me messages or send me letters. But I still like to send old school mail, and that mail has gone up by quite a bit here. Let me move this here to the side. Just to reiterate, if you're living here in Japan, this is sort of a big deal. Starting October 1st, letters will go from 84 yen to 110. If you're sending the bigger 50-gram letters, it's going to go from 94 to 110. Postcards, which are important for the New Year's, those are usually 63 yen. A Nengajo, which is a end-of-year postcard, or like Japan's Christmas cards, go from 63 yen to 85 yen. And the letter packs get a little bit more expensive as well. Again, a really good indicator of the inflation here in Japan. That's all that I really wanted to talk to you about here. There's an article in the Asahi Shimbun about this. Japan Post set to raise fees by 30%. It's actually 31 if you round up, from October 1st for the first rise in 30 years. But they've been doing incremental raises. You know, for 62 yen went to 63 yen, and a 84 yen, it used to be 82 yen, went to 84, just like pennies, but now it's gotten a lot bigger than that. Postage rates for ordinary mail are set to rise by 30% from October 1st, the first increase in 30 years to bring Japan Post Company back into the black. The cost of sending a postcard will be raised to 85 yen, which is 54 cents from the current 63 yen. The fee for a standard letter, weighing 25 grams or less, will go from 84 yen to 110 yen. The news, let me I got cut off the number here. The stamps reflecting the new rate will be put on sale on November 2nd. I went in there to see if they have them. They do. Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications amended the relevant ordinance on June 13th. Japan Post notified of the revised prices. It'll be the first time since 1994 that the fees have been raised simultaneously. The others, they were raised little by little over the years, but this is the first time for such a big raise. Charges for the letter packs have also been raised. And this article, which is going to be historic, also talks about how the government pushed back on raising this cost. They wanted to do 50%. They compromised on 30%. So government sort of works, I guess. But in the end, we all have to pay more. And it's important to keep the post office running, you know? Got to have a strong post office. Got to have a strong post office. There's also new sorts of stamps as well, and right now the selection of stamps is really not good right now. So the ones that I could get for the postcard club this month, these are the last old school 84 yen stamps here. So I got a few hundred of them. Here, these are just aquatic stamps. I might have even sent these, I don't know. So these are aquatic stamps, 84 yen. This is the last time I'll be sending 84 yen stamps to the postcard club people, so you'll be getting one of these for your postcard clubs. It's pretty, it's simple, it's fishy. If you decide to cut your postcard in half, you could be making sushi. It's a joke. I hear no one laughing. So there you go. A little part of history here as prices rise so much for the first time since 1994. And you get to see a new intersection in Tokyo in the middle of a day with blue skies. That's not nothing. That's not nothing, everybody. All right, have a good day, have a good night. That's all I got for you. I'll have another update tomorrow. Yesterday's live stream was a lot of fun. My friend Matt Alt and I went out to Nakano, and a lot of you have been telling me, John, go out to Nakano. You haven't been to Nakano in a long time. So I did that. So make sure you go and check it out. I thought, and this is interesting, after walking around with Matt, Akihabara has become something of a tourist trap, and Nakano has retained more of that authenticity. And I've noticed this with a lot of areas like Tsukiji Market down the street here. Because there's more tourists now from abroad than there are locals in many areas of Tokyo. Tokyo is starting to feel more like a tourist attraction than it is an actual like city. New York will always be New York, for example, London. But Tokyo, with the declining population in Japan, it just seems like downtown, when the workers go in particular, on the weekends, it feels like a theme park more and more. It's interesting. It's interesting. By the way, just so you see, the post office in Japan, they stopped using motorcycles too, and a lot of them are using bicycles. That poor dude riding a bicycle around. It's a hot day, but he's got a helmet. It's all good, all good. All right, everybody, take care. If you have any questions about this, leave in the comments below. I'll be editing the first half of this out, so we'll chop it down a little bit if you're watching this later on. Ramsey's silent, 51 months, really? It's pretty cool. Thank you. Saya, time to move to the countryside. We're getting there. Yes, 30% rate hike. Same as milk, eggs, and everything else in Japan. It's just like, and I think Fukuoka just announced that they were raising minimum wage by 51 yen. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Wages go up so slow in Japan. And you don't tip here, so people don't make tips off of their stuff. What kind of car is that? Wow. Alrighty. I don't know if that guy's going to be able to afford that car in a couple of months. How much is that car going up in October? Right? 51 yen an hour. That's 30 cents more they're getting in Fukuoka. Good. Anyways, I guess it's a Lambo, was it? Or a Ferrari, I don't know. I didn't see the logo. It sounded like a Lambo. Cool. It's not Mr. Beast's Lambo. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll see you in another episode, probably tonight or tomorrow, as we talk about more issues. I also want to solicit more questions for you. The one last time I asked about questions was like a month ago in Shibuya, so I want to get some more questions. So tonight I'll release kind of an edited episode to ask for more questions, and then tomorrow, Sunday, I'll bring in another episode somewhere in Tokyo, because we've got some pretty darn good weather here. Mata ne.